we've gathered a lot of evidence, but this case we can't put this thing to bed. I mean, we cannot bring finality to this without the convening of a grand jury. We have 16 witnesses who wouldn't talk to us. We have other evidence that we want to present to that grand jury. This community desperately needs to have this behind them. But this community also desperately needs to know that justice was done and desperately needs to know that no stone was left unturned. The convening of this grand jury, and we're doing it, frankly, as quick as we can. It takes a while to get subpoenas out and do all the things that need to be done. I don't know how long the grand jury will take, but my commitment is we're going to push this thing as fast as we can to bring finality to this, to determine if there's anybody else that should be charged, and then the community needs to move on after that.
In terms of the victim's identity and the pressure put on the victim, Anonymous's attention to this case put so much more pressure on her because she's the center of the storm. No matter how you cut this case, she was the center of the storm. And it wasn't just Steubenville or Ohio. It became international. She's a 16-year-old girl. She didn't want to go forward on charges. She knew something bad had happened, but she was piecing it together like everybody else. And here's a girl who's 16 who's going to have to testify to the most intimate details of her life, some of which might be embarrassing. And to have not just a local stage, but an international stage was unbelievably pressure-filled for her. And other witnesses. We had pretty good working relationships with some of the witnesses that you heard from, but once Anonymous hit, there was a chilling effect as to people's willingness to testify. It's just the way it goes.